Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be sharing my favorite drugstore products. So this is kind of tying into the June favorites because I haven't uploaded one of those yet. So I wanted to upload a favorites video, but I didn't want to upload products that were both high-end and drugstore. So I wanted this video to be focusing more on the affordable drugstore products because I've noticed a lot of you are really into the affordable products. You don't want to spend too much on makeup and you just want to get the best quality for an affordable price. So I have quite a few products that I absolutely love from the drugstore that I would love to go ahead and share with you guys. So if you're interested in seeing all of the products that I absolutely love from the drugstore, then let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so starting off with skincare, the products that I'm about to show you are products that I have repurchased more than once. So the first product I have is the Loreal Micellar Cleansing Water. I always say that wrong. Micellar. Anyway, it's the Micellar Cleansing Water. So this one is for all skin types. I do believe they have other cleansing waters that are for different skin types, but this one is for, you know, for all skin types. So if you have sensitive skin, if you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, this cleansing water is actually really good for your skin. So now what I like about this is it's very gentle on my skin, and I do believe every time I mention a micellar cleansing water, I always say I love it because it's gentle on my skin, it doesn't burn my eyes, this, that, and the other, but it's true. So if I am going to use a cleansing water, I want to make sure it's not going to burn my eyes because I do apply this all over my face and also on my eyes when I'm removing all of my makeup. So this is very gentle on my skin, and I like how it leaves my skin looking very luminous, very fresh, and very hydrated. So it does not dry out my skin at all, which is another thing that I really love about this product. So yeah, again, this is the Loreal Micellar Cleansing Water. I think I said it right that time, but yeah, and it's also good for removing those hard to remove waterproof makeup. So this is really good. So I've actually been loving this. All right, the next product I have is by Loreal, and this is actually a toner. This is the Loreal Hydra Fresh Toner. Now, only thing I don't like about this toner is the smell. It has a weird smell to it, but other than that, I really love how it just really makes my skin feel fresh. It makes it look fresh, and it's just a really nice toner. If you have sensitive skin, this toner is also just as good as the Loreal Micellar Cleansing Water. So I'll go ahead and read what it claims to do. It's a gentle, non-drying formula that refreshes and softens in a splash. It's supposed to protect against moisture loss, and it reveals smoother and a brighter complexion, which it absolutely does. So I have been loving those products. I have a few more skincare products that I want to mention to you really quickly. This next one is a facial mask. Now this mask is by Formula 1006. If you like the Glam Glow products but you don't want to spend that much money on the Glam Glow masks, this mask is actually a good alternative. So this mask is really good for cleaning out your pores and just making your face feel very fresh, very clean. And it's also good if you have a lot of breakouts. This is a really good mask. So you just apply it, let it sit on your face about 10 to 15 minutes. Probably not even that long. Let me see. I don't even want to lie to you guys. 10 to 15 minutes, so I was right. So leave it on your face for about 10 to 15 minutes. It is going to dry, so your face is going to feel pretty tight. After that, you just rinse warm water on it and just kind of massage it into your skin, and then just rinse it all off. So that is a really good mask if you are wanting to, you know, invest in a good mask but don't want to spend so much money. Then I would highly recommend the mask by Formula 1006, and this is the Pores Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask. All right, moving on to moisturizers. I have the e.l.f. Illuminating Moisturizers. I think this is one of their newer products. It's not too new, but it is kind of new. But this is the Illuminating Moisturizer. Now the thing with this is it is going to give you that nice luminosity, like it is like it says, it's a luminous moisturizer. I actually put too much on, but let me show you what it looks like once you kind of massage it into your skin. It gives you that nice luminous glow. So this is really good if you have dry skin. I don't have dry skin. I consider my skin to be combination because I do have oily skin on my T-zone and I guess normal skin all throughout, but my T-zone is pretty oily, but I don't use this on my T-zone. I only use this on the perimeter of my face. So if on days when I'm not wearing, like days when I'm not wearing makeup or days that I do want to wear makeup but not so much, I like to put this on under my foundation and it just gives me a nice luminous glow. It does not, my makeup does not look oily throughout the day. It just gives you that nice natural dewy look, and that's what I like. I do not like a matte finish. I do not like my foundation to look matte. I just like that natural dewy glow. So this is what it looks like, and it's really nice if you don't have any makeup on as well, because it just makes your skin look really, really nice and fresh and youthful. All right, and I have another product by e.l.f. This is their Nourishing Night Cream. I don't use it every night because I kind of dip into other skincare products that I like to try, but this is really good for those of you who are looking for a really good moisturizer that's going to just be very comfortable on your skin, and when you wake up your face looks very luminous, very youthful, and just very glowy. Now the texture of this night cream is very thick, but once you blend it out on your skin, it just goes on, it just feels very, very nice, and it just glides on so smooth, and the next morning your face is going to look baby skin soft, and it feels soft too. So that's another thing that I really like about this night cream. It's just a really good cream to use before you go to bed, and it's also good to use under your makeup. It's not too thick, so this is also a good cream to use under your makeup. That's what I love about e.l.f. products, is pretty much most of the moisturizers or creams that they have, they're actually good to use under your makeup. It's not going to, you know, make your makeup look cakey throughout the day or anything like that. So I've absolutely been loving that. The next product I have is by Milani Cosmetics. This is their Make It Last setting spray. Now if you are looking for an affordable setting spray, if you want something that's similar to the MAC Fix Plus or the Smashbox primer water, the Milani Make It Last setting spray is just as good, if not the same. It's just in a Milani bottle and it's so much more cheaper. So I'll apply a little foundation on my face, spray my face, and then blend it out, and I just feel like it blends out so much better when I mix a setting spray with my foundation. So I don't really use this to set my makeup. On some days when I'm using like a foundation that's kind of mattifying and I don't want it to look too matte, I will spray this on top just so it can give me that nice dewy look. All right, now moving on to the makeup. I do have two foundations that are bomb, that are just as good as a high-end foundation. So the first one I want to talk about is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation Stick. Now this is the Shine Free Balance Foundation Stick, and it looks like this. I've used it all the way up, as you can tell, but this is the best drugstore foundation stick that I have ran across. Honestly, I think this is the only drugstore foundation stick that I've tried. I don't really see too many of these in the drugstore. I do believe they have one by Black Opal, which I do have. It's actually too light for me, so I used to use it as like a concealer. But as far as an all-over foundation, the Maybelline foundation stick is bomb. So this is actually really easy to use. So if you're wanting to do your makeup in less than 5 minutes, you just twist it up, roll it on your face a couple of times, and then blend it out and go. So it's so easy, and I like how it does not leave your face shiny throughout the day. It does claim it's supposed to be a shine-free foundation, which is true. So this gives you a nice, natural, luminous, glowy look, but not too glowy to where your face looks too, you know, greasy or anything like that. It just gives you a nice, natural finish. It's like you're wearing makeup but not wearing makeup at the same time, if that makes sense. So I'm in the color 355. This is probably, I kid you not, this is probably the 6th or 7th foundation stick that I've used from Maybelline. So I go through these pretty quickly. That's the only downfall about these, is they are, I want to say they're about $10. They're a little pricey to be a drugstore foundation stick, and you don't get a lot of product. That's the only downfall, but other than that, this is a really good foundation stick to use. Now as far as liquid foundation, I was going to mention the Maybelline matte and poreless foundation. I've mentioned that quite a few times on my channel in the past, but I do want to mention this NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is in the shade Mocha. Now what I love about this, now I don't like how it has a little dropper on it because it can get a little messy, but what I love about this foundation is it blends out very evenly, and it's like you're not wearing any foundation. But I don't know how to explain it. It's just like you have that nice airbrushed look, not too cakey. It just looked very natural. So I really like how easily this blends out on my skin. Even though it is a little watery, it does blend out perfectly. So what I like to use with a liquid foundation, especially like foundations like these that are very liquidy, what I like to use to apply these with is a beauty sponge. So I just make sure my beauty sponge is damp, and then I just kind of dab it throughout my face, and it just goes on very smooth, very evenly, and it just gives you that nice airbrushed look. So I've absolutely been loving this foundation as well. And I have two concealers that I want to mention, which are by Wet n Wild, which is a concealer that I mention pretty much all the time on my channel. I'm always using this concealer. And the next one is a newer concealer. This is the Loreal Infallible Pro Concealer. Now, what I want to say about this one, first of all, is I do not like how thin this concealer is. I hate it. It's honestly, when I apply this on like under my eyes, just to kind of give me that, you know, that highlighted look under my eyes, I don't like how thin it is, and when I blend it out, it's like I don't have anything under my eyes. It literally soaks into my skin. But I like to mix it in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and they blend out like a dream. It is so beautiful. I love the finish that both of these give. So on days when I'm not even wearing a foundation, what I would do is just wear these alone, and that's it. And then I'll just go over my face with a translucent setting powder or just a powder foundation and go. So this is really good. Like, these mixed together are really good if you don't want to wear a foundation. So I'll just put these on my dark spots, and then I'll go under my eyes, kind of brighten it up under my eyes, and then blend it out, and then go on top with a translucent setting powder or a foundation, a powder foundation. So these are good together, but this L'Oreal Infallible Pro by itself, I'm not a big fan of because it is so thin. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys real quick. So there it is right there. But the one lighter than this one, the one before this one was way too light. So I figured this will be the perfect concealer to kind of highlight under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, forehead, chin, you know my foundation routine. But yeah, so as you can see, it pretty much looks like my skin tone, and it's very thin. I feel like it's runny as well, but once I mix these two together, perfection. So I've absolutely been loving these together. All right, so let's talk about some highlighters. Now, recently Maybelline just came out with their new Master Chrome Face Studio highlighter, and I kid you not, I had the hardest time looking for this highlighter in all of my stores. I have not seen it in Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. Like, none of my stores had this freaking highlighter. And not too long ago, I want to say last week or a few days back, I saw this in Target. I wasn't even looking for it. It was just sitting on the shelf, and it was the last one on the shelf. And like I said, I wasn't even looking for it. So finally got my hands on it, finally tried it out, and I love it. It is so nice. It is like the perfect drugstore highlighter that you can probably compare to a high-end highlighter. So this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen this highlighter. Everybody has already talked about it. Everybody's done a review on it. So again, this is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. But for those of you who have not seen this highlighter, I will swatch it so you guys can see the pigmentation of it. It's very beautiful, very gold and very bright. So I just want to kind of blend it out so you guys can see it. I don't have it on today, but this is what it looks like once it's blended out. But as you can see, even after swatching it one time, you can still see it when I swatch it again. So this is Molten Gold. Such a beautiful, beautiful drugstore highlighter. So this is probably the best drugstore highlighter that I have run across so far. And the next one I have is by Milani. This is their Glowing Strobelight Instant Glow Highlighter in the shade Strobelight, I think. No, I'm just gonna say 4 because it has so many words on here, you guys. But this is what it looks like. It's kind of similar. The packaging is kind of similar to the Maybelline highlighter. So they are very similar. But this one right here, now what I love about the Milani highlighter is they're not too much. Like they're very, very subtle. But here's a swatch right here. Ooh, that is intense. But once you apply it on your face, it does give you a nice glow. It's not too much, but you can build it up. And what I also like about this highlighter is it's not chunky. So this is a really, really good highlighter for those of you who are wanting that banging glow, but you don't want so much of a glow at the same time. So if you want a highlighter that you can build up and that's not chunky or glittery or anything like that, this is the perfect, perfect, perfect drugstore highlighter. So these two highlighters are probably, I would say, well, obviously the best drugstore highlighters in my collection because they did make it into this video. So love these. Okay, and the next product I have is a blush, and this is also by Milani. This is their Baked Powder Blush in Red Vino. Now, I have had this thing for a very, very long time, and I started using it when Jackie Ina mentioned it in one of her favorites videos. I think it was about a month or so back. She mentioned it and I was like, I have that blush. Where is that blush? I love that blush. Why have I stopped using that blush? So I pulled it back out and I have been using it a lot recently, and it's just the most beautiful rosy red golden. It's just I can't explain how beautiful this is. Like, it is the most beautiful blush. Let me swatch it somewhere else because you guys probably couldn't see that, but it's just the perfect rosy colored blush, and it has a little bit of gold sheen to it. So this is one of those that you could wear without a highlighter, but knowing me, I would definitely pair a highlighter with it because I have to have my highlighter. So yeah, I love this blush, and I can't believe I just stopped using it, but it took Jackie to mention this blush for me to bring it back out of my collection and start using it. So love it. All right, next we're going to talk about some false lashes. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that my favorite lashes are the Ardell Double Up Double Wispies. So I have the Double Up Double Wispies and the Double Up Demi Wispies. Now, recently I have been loving their Demi Wispies, the Double Up Demi Wispies. Now, they do have their Demi Wispies and they have their Double Up Demi Wispies. So there is a difference. These again are the Double Up Demi Wispies. Now with these, they are a little bit thicker than their original Demi Wispies, and I just like how they kind of flare out at the end. I do have them on right now and they just look so natural. They're not too much. It's just the perfect natural lash that is just gonna give you that glam but at the same time look natural. So I just can't get enough of the Ardell lashes, and I do have the Double Up Double Wispies. Now these are very similar to the Double Up Demi Wispies. Just the only difference with the Demi Wispies is the end of them kind of flare out a little bit more than the Double Up Double Wispies. Did I get the right ones? Yeah, Double Up Double Wispies. So these two I cannot get enough of. I'm the type of person, if I'm going to buy false lashes, they are going to be from the drugstore. They're not going to be any high-end lash, because at the end of the day you're throwing those away and it's just too much money to be wasting on an eyelash that you're going to throw away. So these are probably the best lashes that I have ran across, other than the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes that you can get from Sephora. But those are the only lashes that I would ever spend a little bit more on than the Ardell Double Up Wispies. But other than that, these are my ride or dies. I will not get enough of these, and I will continue to use these until they stop selling them. So absolutely love these. And the last products I have are lip products, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, these are probably the same color, but I can't get enough of this color, and it's just the perfect everyday shade. So the first one I have is by Elf Cosmetics. this is their High Shine liquid lipstick. Now these came out around this time last year. So this is their High Shine liquid lipsticks, and they are pretty much like a gloss. So this is in the shade Bitten Pink, and these are, I don't have any room to swatch anything, but this gloss is probably the best e.l.f. gloss that you would ever get your hands on, you guys. It's so pigmented. They smell like cake, and it's just the perfect mauve rosy gloss. They're very pigmented. I'll actually put it on right now, even though I have something else on my lips, but I feel like it's kind of going away, so I kind of want to put this on just so you guys can see just how beautiful they glide on. Very creamy, very shiny, and it's just so, it's the perfect gloss for $4. I think it's $4. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but these are I do believe these are only $4, and I do believe they are still on the website. I know back in the past when they came out with these, they sold out so fast. But this one again is in the shade Bitten Pink, and I will have pretty much everything down below in my description if you are interested in any of the products that I'm mentioning for today's video. But again, that is their High Shine liquid lipstick in the shade Bitten Pink. Alright, next I have another e.l.f. lip product, and this is their lip oil. This is in the shade Nude Kiss. So they recently came out with their lip oils. Now these are kind of like a gloss slash lip oil. So you have kind of the best of both worlds in this product. So this goes on very sheer, so you can barely see it. But these are lip oils, so these are good to wear alone, or if you want to wear it over a liquid lipstick, you can do that. It just gives you a hint of color on your lips. They're very sheer, but they do give you that nice glossy lip. So again, this is their lip oil in the shade Nude Kiss. So it's kind of like a pinky nude. So absolutely love these. And the next products I have are by Loreal. Ooh, I just dropped one of them. Let me pick it up. I dropped my gloss. I'm trying to pick it up with my foot. Got it. Alright, and these next two lip products are by Loreal. The first one I have is their Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. This is in the shade Statement Nude. Now these are like, they're supposed to be matte glosses, so they're not supposed to be the shiny typical lip gloss, but they do go on very kind of like a moussey texture. So let me swatch it real quick. So there it is right there. As you can see, it doesn't have really so as you can see, it does not have a shine to it. It has maybe like a hint of shine to it, but it's not too much. So it glides on like a moussey texture. So it does have that moussey texture. But there it is right there, if you guys can see it. So there's Statement Nude. And next I have their Infallible Paint. So these are supposed to be like a, they're pretty much a lip gloss, but they go on very pigmented as well. So let me show you a swatch of these. These are pretty much the same colors, you guys, but this is their Infallible Paint. Now these have more of a it's like a glossy texture, but it's thicker than a gloss. I would put it on my lips, but I have entirely too much product on my lips right now. But there is a swatch of that one right there. This is in the shade Nude Star, so pretty much the same color as everything that I've swatched, but love these. And the last product I have is by NYX. This is their Intense Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Chocolate Crepe. We're gonna say crepe. So this is actually a darker pink, but it's a little bit darker than the L'Oreal lip paint. But once I mix these two together, like, it is beautiful. I know some of you are like, Andrea, it's the same color, but honestly, it's not the same color. Like, some of you understand, some of you don't understand, but there it is mixed together. which I'm pretty sure some of y'all won't get it, but some of you will. But yeah, I think that is everything I have for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe everything off of my hand and my arm before I start making a mess. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you thumbs it up, and also if you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And yeah, I think that is everything. And yeah, I think that is everything I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.